Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make this really pretty version of a quad bow. Now this is a double quad bow and the extra feature on this one is the second loop inside the quad. It is so pretty and it's not quite as complicated as it looks as long as you make two pieces to the left and two pieces to the right, and I'll show you how to do this in a minute, and I'll also show you how to get your pin placement in place so that you get your pieces in the correct order and you get it all in the right place as well. And I've got this in the 1.5-inch ribbon, which is a super cute sort of 4-inch bow, 5-inch with your tail. And I've also got the sizing for 1-inch and 3-inch as well, so I'll put all the measurements in the description below along with any changes to stitchings and things like this. But this is a little bow you got. I've got this in the pink with the silver lining. I've done it in this like maize yellow colour, and then I've done it in this really pretty double-sided ribbon as well, and I'll show you how to make the base bow as well. So let's put these out of the way, and you'll need 4 times your pieces. I've only got 2 here because I've already folded 2 already to get things started and get things all organised and make the process a bit quicker for you. But it's 4 times 27 centimetres. Okay, and you want to pin 2 to the left at 2 centimetres and 2 to the right at 2 centimetres. And if you're not catching any of this, don't worry, because it is always in my description below. And then where your pin is, bring that to there and pin in the middle of that new centre. You need to do this for all 4 pieces. So 2 to the left, 2 to the right, and this is what you will be left with. Okay, so 1 with the pin that side, well 2 with the pin that side, 2 with the pin this side. Okay, I'm just going to make this a little bit more centre because my pin's a bit off there. Wait a minute. That is better because we use these as guides to make sure we're putting everything in the right way. Okay, now you can choose whichever side you do first, but obviously I'm just going to do it this way. So I'm going to start with the one with the pin from the left. And what you want to do is from where the centre is, fold down. So your first one is a triangle down. Then from beneath, you want to do a triangle back. So you get this look. Okay. So you get this look to your piece. From where your crease is, you want to flip this up. So this is what it now looks like, and this is what the back looks like. Okay, and then from here, turn this down. So you've got this triangle here, and then you've got this triangle over it. And then this extra bit beneath, you want to bring that up and line that up with your pin. And you can use a clip to hold this in place a second. Okay, I'm just going to take that down so I can show you again. So fold down in a triangle against your pin, fold up, well back across as a triangle here, up, down over, back up. Again, use your clip to hold in place. Now from this side, bring this back across and you go down. So you do a triangle down against that edge there. Then you bring it across, and this is where you get the double effect. Okay, you can move this clip out of the way a second. And then this back piece, you line that up here and put a pin, well, a clip across all of that. Okay, and then on the right side, you do it the opposite way. So the other one we did from this way, this side we do from this, but it's exactly the same principle. So we do triangle down against that line that we've just done there, triangle back. So you've got that like diamond-esque shape. You flip up against the line, down, so your triangle is across, and flip back up. Okay, so release everything. So triangle down, triangle back, up, across, up, down, across, up, across, under. And again, use your clip a second to clip that in place, and then we take that over like so, across, down, triangle down from that point there, across to create your double, and then bring everything up so it's all lined together. Now the main reason that we keep our pins in this is because this is a really simple trick to make sure you get everything in the right way. So you see these centre pins, they need to be in this order with, you'll see in a minute, right? So these pins should be on the outside on both pieces, and these pins should be together, and these pins should be together. So I'll just show you this way. So out, out, together, out, out, together is the correct combination to make sure that you have got enough thread that you can get everything all sewn nicely together. Bear with me, getting some thread. A minute. Okay, and you want 6 stitches on each quad. I'll just show you how to get everything all sewn and organised, and then I'll show you how to make the base bow. Now if you want to change up the bow a little bit, you can completely change your base bow, because on one of the bows I've done like a half pinwheel, and the other one I've done a simple loop bow with a tail. But like I said, any tail options that you swap it out to completely changes the look of the bow, so you can play around and sort of make however you want and whatever combinations that you want. Okay, but your stitch placement, like I said, keep everything in place. Now where your triangle is flipped over here, make sure it is triangled into a point and that all your edges all line up. And from above, you want to go through your triangle through all your layers. I'm just going to leave that pin in there a second. Should I point myself? So that's in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and your 6th one, make sure you're going through all your layers, from your corner up through all of there, including that little triangle this side. Now when you do this, I leave a little bit of a tail here, and you'll understand why in a moment when I show you the rest of the make. Okay, and again, starting from this corner now, so from this triangle side, again from above, always make sure you're going through all the layers. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your 6th one comes up from the back, through all your layers and through that triangle this side. Move that along. Again, make sure that that's a nice triangle. From above, make sure you're capturing all your layers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up 4, 6. And don't forget to have heat sealed all your edges with your lighter and the blue clear bit of the flame, just so you don't get any fray in the middle. And again, last one from above, through your triangle points, through all your layers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th one always up from beneath all your layers, capturing that triangle at the end. Okay, now when you're happy that you've got your placement for everything, this is when you can start taking your pins out so you can cinch it in just a minute, and take your clips off if you've still got them, holding them in place as well. Okay, so let's take those all out. those out, take that one out, and take your 2 clips off. And this is what you will have at the front, and you should have 4 looking like this at the back. Okay, so let's twist everything around, and then what I do is put it along, so you've got this little bit of a tail here, and then what you do is you basically knot like this, and this is what I refer to when I say a cinch. So tie it really, really tight so it all brings together like this, and then knot it off a couple of times. Then what I also do is bring this round the centre this way, nice and tight, and then bring it round and across this way, nice and tight, and then tie it off in the back. And this will just make everything super tight and super secure, and keep all of your nice 3 creases on each piece nice and even and centered. When you're happy with everything, you can cut the back off, your thread off, and I'll show you in a second what it will look like. Now, you could do this on its own without a base bow, and what it looks like is this. Look how pretty it is. And that's just by itself before we add the centre and the base bow. Okay, now for the base bow, I'm using 1.5 inch ribbon again, and this is 55 centimetres. And again, don't forget to heat seal in your blue part of your flame when you're attaching things. And this is the 4-inch template. So we start angling this slightly down and bring this directly across at the back, and then where your template meets, you clip here, and I will put a link in the description below for somewhere to buy the templates from, and how to make your own templates if you want to make your own DIY versions. So this is what the front looks like, and then bring the back over slightly so you have a small overlap, about 0.5 centimetre, and then what you want to do is bring this up so that it's in alignment again, and both of your triangle points, triangle this way and your triangle this way, are right in the centre here. And then I take this clip and move that there. Now if you want the tail to the left instead of the right, you'd start your triangle this way instead of this way like I did. Or if you wanted to do one left side for a pigtail set and one right side. And we're going to do 8 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll show you the placement in just a second. So in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the back. So 2 through that layer, 2 through this layer. Okay, then you can slide it off your template like so. I'm just going to cut this little excess thread off here. And then you want to cinch so you get 4 nice creases, and then wrap your thread round nice and tight and stitch this off in the back. Now using the excess thread, I go back up through the centre, okay, just going to adjust this slightly so it looks a little bit more balanced. There we go. Then through the centre, you can take this through the centre of your double quad, place that down, and then I use this excess to wrap around, and again stitch that off in the back. Now if you wanted to, you could glue your pieces together instead of doing this. It's all personal preferences on this one. And then I always tend to have a slightly longer tail, so I've got space to cut down, but that is just a personal preference for myself. So I'm going to do a downward curve, but again you could do a spike, you can do whatever you like. I just personally prefer a nice little curve, and heat seal that in your blue clear part of the flame. So this is your bow so far, and then I have got a 55mm clip, which is perfect size for this bow. Some glue on the back of your clip on the back of the bow. Then I have got this matching 9mm for the centre. Heat seal this. Dot of glue here. Open up on the centre. We're going to wrap this round once. And don't worry if this is a bit creased, you'll see in a minute. This is why we do the scrunch middle, or add an embellishment at this point to hide this bit. So wrap that round twice, cut off any excess if you've got any, heat seal, and put the glue here. And the other thing is, if it looks a bit messy at this point, what you can do is put your finger underneath to make sure this is curved up on each quad. Okay, and the other thing is make sure that these aren't up like this. If they're up like this, it doesn't look quite right. You want to turn them so that they're all slightly facing outwards, which gives you the more unique double quad look. If you have them turned out too much, these bits start falling into each other and it doesn't look quite as it should. Okay, so once you've got this from there, take another piece of 1.5 inch ribbon, or 1 inch depending on what look you like, and I do 8 centimeters or 3 inches, and do an S shape against your thumb like this. Take your lighter in the blue clear bit of the flame, heat it, then be careful of your fingers but pinch it and it will melt that end together, and swap it over, do exactly the same thing the other end, so another S shape, again in the blue clear bit of the flame. If you do it in the orange, that's when it starts lighting on fire, so do be careful, and you'll get this scrunch. So you have the dip this side, the dip this side. Now on one of the flat sides, glue here. Okay, turn your bow over, and on the inner bit put it at a slight angle here, and then you bring that round and over so you get the crease in the middle, and then you want to bring this slightly to this side, so that was slightly angled there, you want that slightly angled over there. Bit of glue, open your clip back up and clip down this side. Okay, and that gives you your nice scrunchy look middle. Like I said, get everything all twisted and nicely in place. And there is a super cute double quad bow. You can play around with your double-sided ribbon as well. Looks really pretty on those. Change out your base bows. Like I said, this is one I told you where I'd done the half pinwheel instead of the simple loop bow. And there's your brighter pink version. Look how pretty they are. So thanks for watching, and I'll also link the original quad bow in the description below as well if you want to try that one instead. Thanks for watching everyone, bye!